Hey gamers, it's Kristin and I have a haul for you. It's been a bit since I've had a haul. I had kind of a few things here and there, but I didn't have a ton and now I do. So part of that is because of the Sephora VIB sale. I have some PR to share with you, maybe a couple randoms. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into it here. So the first thing, I don't know, this is not gonna be in any particular order, so how about that? It's because I have it all in a box right here. The first thing I got from the VIB Sephora sale was the Dry Bar shower cap. It came in a box like this. It's called the Morning After Shower Cap. And I needed a new one because the one that I had, the elastic was just so worn that like it wasn't even tight on my head. So all of this was getting wet. It was a whole thing. So I decided to go ahead and get a new one. And I've worn it the last couple of mornings and it works delightfully. I don't know. This was more of a order of convenience because I was placing my other Sephora order and I knew I'd get 20% off of it. I'm certain that you can find shower caps for less money that would work just as well at like TJ Maxx or something or Ulta or whatever, but that's the one I bought. Okay, that was just on top. So let's talk about these two palettes. This company, Alter Ego, had sent me an email asking me if they'd send me some products. You guys, it's just, if you knew what goes on over here sometimes that I edit out. Okay, so this company had sent me an email asking me if they could send me some products. I was so behind on answering those kind of emails, and I had to responded to it. I went to my P.O. box, and they had sent a couple palettes to my P.O. box, which was very nice of them. So the first one, and this is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, is the Daydream Palette. And I think this company does dupes of other companies' palettes. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta tell you, so first of all, this is a very like substantial. It's not cheap packaging. It does list all the colors on the back. I'm not sure why, because it'll list them on here as well. But at any rate, nice big mirror. And it's a real mirror, not like a crazy circus mirror. And these are the shades. Today I'll just give you a couple swatches of the ones I used today. I've used this a couple of times now. Oh yes I did. I thought I went to the wrong one. So that's a couple of different of the finishes. I really like this. I think it's very good. I was very surprised and impressed, and so I've probably worn this palette 3-4 times. This is either the fourth or the fifth time. But that's one swatch of each of those. It's just so pretty. Well, one and then a cleanup swatch, you know what I mean? But so far, the quality's been very good. I've not tried these two shades right here. They look like glitter shades, which I don't generally appreciate. These ones here that kind of are like marbleized and shimmer, like this is the one that's on my lid today. They are so pretty. The only thing is you have to be careful because you will have fallout with them as you're applying them. But they have such a nice texture to them. This is the one right here. Just so pretty. They actually remind me a little bit of the Armani Eyes to Kill shadows that were in those little pots. They kind of remind me of that. So that is the Daydream palette. And then the other palette they sent me is the Goddess palette. I've used both of these on an Instagram Live at some point here. And this is what that one looks like. I think this one is supposed to be a dupe of the Natasha Denona Gold palette, I think maybe. It also reminds me of Subculture from Anastasia Beverly Hills. But let me just... We'll grab this one, grab that pretty teal, and let's see, the brown, I guess. Randomly grabbing shades. It's just so pretty. Guys, look at that. That teal green is stunning, absolutely stunning. I did a really pretty look with this on live, so these are great palettes. Again, nice substantial packaging. Really, really happy with these. So thank you to them. I think I actually have an email of them asking if they can send me a different one. So yeah, maybe I will do, maybe if they send me that other one, I'll do a 3 palettes, and I'll do 1 look from each palette or something in a video. We'll see. We'll see. All right, couple of random things I purchased. One, I just really like this, and I like to have it in my collection, and I've gone through 2 or 3 of these, and so I ordered another one. Do I have a lot of foundation? Yes. Did I order another Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream? Yes. They've changed the packaging of it though. I ordered it on Amazon. I just make sure that the store that I choose it from actually is the Misha store. I feel like I'm weirdly off-center or something. Whatever. So they've changed the packaging. It used to be a completely different package. I'm not sure why there's a little bear on it now, but I get this in the shade 21. And I'll just show you here. It always just looks a little bit gray. You can tell. I'll spread it out a little bit here. But what I love this. It has great coverage. Let me take off some of the excess so you guys can see like what real sort of coverage would be probably on that. There. It's great coverage. It doesn't look gray when I blend it out. And I always top it with a powder foundation of some sort with a little bit of color to it. And yeah, it's delightful. I'm going to wipe this off so that when I have some, I'm wiping that off so that when I do some eyeshadows later, the swatches are like true and not on foundation. You know, they can look better on foundation sometimes. Anyway, big fan of the Misha Perfect cover. And like I said, I've used a couple of these and I like this because you can cut it open and get every little last bit out of that. Okay, next thing I purchased, one of my subscribers, I think it was Susan Reedy, that sent me an FYI that QVC had the Algenist Eye Renewal Balm, which is my favorite, absolute favorite, complete eye renewal balm, on auto delivery for $48. It's normally $60 and it was $48 and free shipping for the life of the auto delivery. If I can find it, if you can still get it, I'll link it below. I'm not sure if you can or not, but so it has the full size one. I'll show you guys that. I keep this in my travel and I use it every day. It's the only eye cream I use. So that, and then it also, every time it auto delivers, it comes with a little travel one, which is another delightful little, how many ounces is this? This is 0.23 ounces and this one is 0.5. So you're basically getting 1.5 for amount for less than, you know what I'm saying? I hope you understand what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, I tell ya. Okay, all right, Wander Beauty sent me a package of goodies. So I wanted to share, one of the things that they sent was this brush. Normally I don't love a double-ended brush. I just generally feel, and this is just me, I'm not saying this is truth, but in my experience, I feel like double-ended brushes aren't as good of quality usually as a regular brush. Unless the company specializes in, I don't know. I don't love them, and I don't love them on my desk because I can't, or on my vanity here because I can't stick them up in a thing. However, they are perfect for travel. And this brush is delightful. Let me see what the name of this brush is. I saved the box. It's called Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Brush. So I'm trying to, what can I compare this to for you guys? All right, so this is a blush brush you guys are familiar with. So it's a really nice size, very similar to the IT Cosmetics brush that I like so much. Works very well for applying blush. It also works well for applying bronzer. And this, if you've watched my lives before, you know that I like to take Hourglass Dim Light, and after I put on my blush, I use a little bit of that and I just soften every single line. So everything just looks sort of seamless. I mean, in my head it looks seamless. And this brush here works really well for that. So I love this. I had to pull this. You can tell it's dirty. And I had to pull it out of my travel bag. I've been traveling with that. So that was the first thing. And they sent me this, and I think this is the same as what's in the BoxyCharm this week. Yeah, Glow Ahead Illuminating Oil. So they sent me a box of that, and I just have not tried that yet. I just pulled it out of my BoxyCharm little, test area to throw in and start using at night. So it's the Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. And it says use it before makeup to prep skin and instantly add luminosity. Oh, I was going to use it at night. So I'll switch that around. Good thing I read this. While brightening your complexion over time. So I'm excited to give that a shot. They sent this a while ago. Like I said, I haven't had a haul to share with you guys. And the other thing they sent is this Hidden Glow Brightening Cream. And it says apply Hidden Glow face and body and watch it transform into a warm glow that can be worn on its own or paired with makeup. Let's open this bad boy up and see. So it's a bottle like this with a pump. I'm just trying to see if it has a little, it does seem to have a little color to it. Interesting. Huh. It smells very like the room smells when you go in for a massage. You know what I mean? Like earthy, and it does seem, can you tell? Let me just see here. It does seem to add a little color. Interesting. I wonder if I could use that just on a day where I don't want to wear foundation, but just want to add, you know what I mean? Just even things out. I'm going to play with this. I'm going to stick this right here, and I'll report back on that for certain. And then lastly, with these two palettes, I have taken this one. You can see it's starting to, it's looking a little dirty because I've shoved it in my travel makeup pattern, or my travel makeup pattern. What is that, like an air traffic pattern? Okay, so this has a blush and a bronzer in it, and let me show you. So these are the two different ones. This lighter one, and that's what I've been traveling with, is Bellini and Costa Rica, and then the darker one is Daiquiri and Tulum. And I've used this lighter one most often. It works so well with my skin tone. The other one's just a little bit dark for my skin tone as far as the bronzer. But I think I'm building these up purposefully. So that, you know what, I talked about this in my favorites too. I was like, I feel like I'm having a replay of, in my head, deja vu. That's what I feel like I was having. So there it is, built up a little bit, and then there it is, just one swatch applied. But I just want you to really see the color, and you can build them up. I have loved traveling with that. It's been awesome. It eliminates me having to, I've been trying to downsize my makeup for travel a little bit. I do feel like I travel with more makeup than is necessary. So I like options. And then again, this one is Tulum and Daiquiri. I'm gonna build those ones up just a touch. So this, what I'm showing you here in the built up is, is two swatches, and then below is one swatch. Very nicely pigmented. These blend very well. You guys know I don't appreciate a blush or a bronzer that I have to work to blend into my skin. These ones you do not at all. Big fan of these. I've really enjoyed those. I swear, you guys, sometimes, you know, I haven't had one of these sort of, I blacked out and all of a sudden I placed a Sephora order in a really, really long time. But that's kind of what happened here. I think it's because I haven't purchased much lately. Oh boy, I'm losing things. I haven't purchased a ton lately, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. Okay. This is always repurchased whenever it's 20% off. I get one of these in the largest thing I can get possible. You can get it in one size larger. Sorry, I got distracted. My brother was texting me. Sorry, my brother takes precedent. So you can get it in a size even larger than this on Ula's website. And I have done that before when their website was having a percentage off. And that was awesome because it lasts a very long time. But this is the Truth Serum, Vitamin C Truth Serum by Ula Henriksen. I use this every single morning. I have for years and years. It's just my favorite morning serum. So that's that. I'm just gonna recycle that box. And this is something that a subscriber, maybe this was the one that was Susan, doesn't matter. A subscriber, one of you, thank you, very sweetly recommended to me. I had been struggling a little bit with a foundation that was breaking me out. I'm pretty sure the Too Faced Born This Way was breaking me out. So I'm starting to recover from that. But she had said that she really liked these Peter Thomas Roth Acne Clear Invisible Dots. So they come in what's like an old school Band-Aid box, if you remember that. And it has this little package, sorry. And I'm saying sorry because I got distracted. I'm waiting for Bob to get home, so you know. I'm not sure. Oh, there's 12 in each box. It says 12 clear dots. So I guess I don't know what happens when you open this. Do you have to use all 12 at one time, or like what's the situation? But anyway, she had suggested it for that I could stick one of these in, you know, like my travel bag. So if it happened while I was traveling, I could solve the problem. So it doesn't say anything about that on the back. It does say you leave it on for 8 hours. So I assume you put it on when you go to bed and take it off when you get up at night. So we'll see. I'll let you know how that works. All right. Did I even warn at the beginning this was an epically long haul? But oh well. Taking this out of the bag. This is another thing that I always repurchase. This is the L'Occitane shower oil. I use this to shave my legs and underarms. In case you're curious, that's what I use for that too. Okay, I ordered a couple foundations. I don't know, I just wanted to try some foundations. I do have a review waiting to film on drugstore foundation, but I'm waiting for Kirsten to be ready to film it. So, that's that. The first foundation, I've never tried anything from Fenty Beauty, so I did my best to shade match myself online. I shade matched myself to 150, and it's the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I mean, hydrating and longwear, sign me up. Let's just see. Oh, that looks promising as far as color. It feels nice, seems to be good coverage. I mean, it's obviously way too much for the back of my hand. I'm trying to blend, and it might oxidize a little bit, so you can see the difference there. But, yeah, we shall see. All right, I have that all cleaned off of my hand, so I can show you the next foundation that I purchased. I don't think I have loved a Tarte foundation ever in my life. So I'm going to try this one. This is the Found Sealer Multitasking Foundation. And I have heard from some of you that you really like this. I'm trying to see, doesn't really see, but I feel like when I read that it was good for dry skin type, and it has a fun little twist up. Let's just see. Again, matched myself on Sephora's website. Looks like it might be a little bit yellow, but this I got in the shade, did I even tell you guys? Yeah, that was 150. This is in the shade 22N, which is light neutral. I don't know, it looks really peachy to me, but we'll see. We shall see. It seems nice, doesn't seem drying. So yeah, it had like a funny scent to it. I forgot to smell the Fenty one, but I don't know what that smelled like. I don't know that I'm not sure that I didn't like it, but I'm not sure that I liked it either. So, some things to try here in the next couple months as far as foundations. I purchased a new blush. It's been a while, and I don't know, I just read about this one on the website, and it seemed intriguing to me. You guys know I haven't been able to watch a lot of beauty videos lately, so I don't even know what's new and what people are talking about. I just went with what looked intriguing to me. This is the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur, not Blounce, Bounce and Blur. And I got the shade Blurred Buff, which is, I don't have a ton of these in my collection. It's a buff beige. I will look it up and list here what it's what I'm wearing today, by the way. It's very pretty, and I just don't have, my collection leans more towards like your neutral. This is kind of a rusty, who doesn't want a rust colored blush? You know what I'm saying. It kind of has some peachiness to it. Most of the blushes that in my collection that I love are like that real peachy with some pink, or they're that neutral rosy sort of like cargo tanga, and I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This just seemed like it was something different in my collection. And I like the finish. It's interesting. It has a little bit of give to it, but it's not like those, remember those, whatever brand that was that had the really bouncy ones? But this is a nice formula. It applies nicely. I applied it with this brush. It's kind of, this has a little more denseness to it. It works pretty well. Worked pretty well. All right, let's talk about the lip combo actually that I'm wearing today. It's another Charlotte Tilbury lip combo. It's a matte combo. I'm looking at it. It's been a little while and I had some coffee. But I don't know. I just love the Charlotte Tilbury. What can I say? So this one is one of the mattes, and it's in Very Victoria. These are all named after people. I don't know. This is probably Victoria Beckham or something. I really have no idea. I was so close to the end, and now somebody's mowing. And this is the Lip Cheat and Love Trap. So that's the combo that I'm wearing today. And I'm a big fan of the combo. Big fan of it. It's always hard for me to, let me just take a look. I'll touch it up a little bit so you guys can see. To get on board with no shine. I just feel like my lips look a little bit better with some shine. But nonetheless, this is what I'm sporting today. And I'm happy to add just a little bit more of my Charlotte Tilbury obsession. The lip products. I'm obsessed with the lip products. Not really the eyeshadows or anything like that, but the lip products, I'm all in. All right, so always looking for things to travel with. I saw Viseart had 2 palettes. To give you an idea, this is the size of their original palette. Like, this is the Minx palette. It kind of gives you a size of that. And this is the Petite Pro, just to give you a rough idea of size. So the shadows in this one are very similar to, well, I guess they're kind of in between the Petite Pro, in case you're wondering size-wise. I always feel like it's hard to tell on video. Oh, nope, they're exactly the same size. There you go. So it's the same size as the Petite ones. But these ones give you a little bit more options. They're just a little bit bigger, a few more options. So this is the one in Rose Edit. Again, it's by Viseart. So box looks like this. And this is what this looks like. And you guys know I have for years, loved the Viseart shadows. I'm just picking some random shades here. That was probably a silly one to pick. Let's wipe that off and pick the brown instead. Why would you pick one that's the exact same color as your skin tone, Kristen? All right, so there are 4 of the shades from there. I wore this yesterday. I played with it a little bit, really liked it. Same quality as all the Viseart shadows. They are one of my top 5, I would say, brands for eyeshadows. And then this one I haven't even opened yet, so let's look at it together. One of the shadows is cracked. Bummer. I'm trying to get the little plastic thing off of there. Dang. Okay, I'm going to try to press this in a little bit. All right. I'm going to hold this very gingerly here because I don't want you to see that one. I just don't want it to get all over my floor. Hopefully they have this in stock at my Sephora and I'll just exchange it out. But this shade looks so pretty. I'll try to swatch that shade because it looks like it would be one of my favorites. And let's swatch the yellow. I don't wear a lot of yellow, but I'm just doing one swatch of each one. So yeah, we're going to Appleton, I think, tomorrow. So I can maybe see if they can exchange it out, but very pretty. This shade is gorgeous. This one looks really like orange copper and it's almost got a little peach to it. It's really pretty. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Viseart shadows, so I suspect that these will be no different. My poor hand, I keep rubbing things, rubbing swatches off of it. I'm gonna put this plastic thing back on here and see if they can't exchange that for me. This is the last thing, you guys. You made it this far. Bare Minerals, I haven't gotten anything from them in a while, and I've not tried any of their 6-pan palettes, so I've heard that they are good. This is the Bounce and Blur eyeshadow palette, and it's in the shade, well, whatever, Dusk. And there's 5 shades in it, and they look like that. And what's interesting is, like, this one looks way darker than it actually applies, at least what I was swatching the other day, and they have a very interesting texture. They really have that sort of creaminess, so this ends up applying a little bit lighter, which is absolutely fine by me. I'm double swatching that light one because it's, oops, I almost wiped off my swatch. It's very similar to my skin tone color, and then we'll go down here with the gray. It's like a very cool charcoaly brown. So that's that one that's similar to my skin tone, and then the rest of those. I'll let you see. So I'm gonna have fun playing with this one. It's a little bit different. I do have a lot of shades in my collection that are like these two, but these are a little bit different. So, whew, there you go. I feel like I've been talking for a very long time. I apologize if you don't appreciate a long video, that this one is long, and if you do, you're welcome. So I think I've told you most of what's on my face today. For foundation, I'm wearing the YSL Stick Foundation, and I'm in the shade B10. Looks kind of like that, looks exactly like that. And I told you blush. I did not put a highlight on because I wanted you to see how glowy that blush is on its own. It has a little bit of a glow, but not a ton. And then for mascara, I'm wearing the Hourglass Extreme Caution Extreme Lash Mascara, which I am loving. And I think that that's everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Let me know if you have picked up anything that you think I missed and that I need. Like, what was your favorite thing that you got in the sale? I really would like to know. I meant to say that at the beginning because I like to know. That's what helps me. Like, what you guys are loving, or even what you're curious about that you didn't get, let me know and I'll see what I can do. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and in everything that you do and say, be beautiful.